Okay, guys. Let me back up a little bit. Let me back up a little bit. At the beginning of the class, I explained how to do just a simple conversion. This is a little bit more of a complicated conversion. So let me explain first with the idea of the fractions. Okay. So earlier we said if you have 2/7 times something like, I think I changed the numbers, but this is the same idea. 5/2, the twos can cancel, giving you the 5/7, right? That's general principle with fractions. Well, another general principle with fractions is this same idea can carry over with multiple numbers. So let's say I had another, oops, I'm sorry, wrong denominator, it's supposed to be a 2. Let's say I had another 7 on the top somewhere. Well, I could cancel the 2's because they match up, but I could also cancel these 7's because those match up, right? So that would give me 5/6. So not only can you just cancel anything that, like the first thing that matches up, but anytime you have something in the numerator and something in the denominator, you can cancel them even if they're farther apart, as long as everything's being multiplied together. So how does that apply? Well, let's say I want to go from something like hours to seconds. Well, how do I get from hours all the way to seconds? First of all, I want to get rid of hours by dividing by hours on the bottom. And a conversion I know from hours to something else is hours to minutes, right? 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, well, that gets rid of the hours already. Oops. That gets rid of the hours already because hours cancels here, right? And then now I'm left with minutes, but I wanted to get to seconds. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Just multiply by something over minutes. And the thing on the top was seconds. So here the minutes cancels. Gives me seconds left. Right now I'm just canceling only the conversion units. Only the units I'm canceling. And I can fill in my conversion now. What is 1 minute is 60 seconds, right? So all I have to do is just multiply by 60 over 1, by 60 over 1, and I get from hours to seconds. So now let's come back to the thing we wrote after from number 8. Before I do the question, before I think of any numbers, I'm just going to think about the units themselves, okay? So here I have 100 meters, and the per, after the per is the denominator, right? Meters per second. Okay, now I'm trying to get all the way to miles per hour. So let's take care of the meters first. How to take care of meters? Divide by meters, multiply by miles. That gets rid of the m's and gives me miles per second now. Now let's get rid of the second. I want seconds to become hours. Multiply by seconds on the top, minutes on the bottom. Now I'm left with minutes on the bottom. Now I'll multiply by minutes on the top and hours on the bottom. So what's left over? Minutes on the top, hours on the bottom, right? So then backtracking now, what did I do? I multiplied by these unit conversions. I don't know why it just didn't stay selected. I ever picked the eraser. For whatever reason, it's going back and forth. This is the frustrating thing here earlier. Okay, so now let's fill in our numbers, and we're going to get the desired result of miles per hour. And I'll show you the whole process now from start to finish. 100 meters is what I started with per 1 second. What's the conversion from miles and meters? Here it is right here. 1 mile is 1,609.34 meters. Okay, here's one I already know. 1 minute is 60 seconds, and 1 hour is 60 minutes. So what I do with my numbers, it's going to be 100 times 1 times 60 times 60 divided by 1609.34 divided by 1 divided by 1. I'm going to plug those things into my calculator. So once again, just multiply the ones on the top, divide by the things on the bottom. 100 times 1 times 60 times 60. That's 360,000. And then divide by 1,609.34. Divide by 1, divide by 1. That doesn't change it. It's 3,292.48. So 100 meters per second is 3,292.48 miles per hour. When I hear things in meters per second, I don't really have a good concept of how fast that is. But miles per hour is easier for me to relate to because we're used to driving in miles per hour. So now I see, oh, that's really fast. 100 meters per second is super fast. I guess if I think about it, 100 meters is pretty far to go in one single second. Okay, number 9. How fast is 60 meters per second in miles per hour? So kind of the same thing, but in reverse, right? Here we're starting with meters on the top, new meters per second. I want to have miles on the top. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is not even in reverse. This is the exact same thing. So exact same process. This should actually be easy. Miles per minute, right? I'm sorry. I mean meter. Seconds per minute times minute per hour. I forgot to show the cancellation above here. Look, what happens? Cancel the minutes, meters. Cancel the seconds. Cancel the minutes. Leaving you with miles per hour. Same thing here. Cancel the meters. Cancel the seconds. Cancel the minutes. Leaving you with miles per hour. Now let's fill in those numbers. It was 1 mile for 1,609.34 meters. 1 minute per 60 seconds. 1 hour for 60 minutes. So this time I'm going to take 60 times 60 times 60. And then divide by 1,609.34. Let's just ignore all the ones this time. 60 times 60 times 60. Divide by 1,609.34. And I get 134.2 0.22. Okay. 60 times 60 times 60. Looking at, I think I must have made a mistake earlier. Oh yeah, this number was off. I missed a 0. Sorry guys, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense because these are so far apart. I didn't miss a 0. I missed the number when I was typing. Sorry about that. This one was actually supposed to be something else. This one was 223.69. Sorry about that, guys. I caught the mistake just now because I realized how far apart these numbers were. So it also shows you how little concept I have of meters per second. Okay, 134.22. And that one is in miles per hour now. This is miles per hour. Okay, sweet. Okay, last one. How fast is 20 miles per hour in meters per second? So this time, we're starting, let's use a new color, with 20. I just ended up with black. 20 miles on the top per hour on the bottom. And I want to get all the way to meters per second. So how am I going to get there? Let's take care of the miles first. I want miles to end up as meters. So multiply by meters on the top, divide by miles on the bottom. I cancel out the miles. Now I want to get rid of hours, change it to seconds. So I'm going to multiply by hours on the top over minutes first, because that's the conversion I know. And then multiply by minutes on the top, seconds on the bottom. That takes care of the minutes. So I'm left with meters per second like I wanted. Right? Okay, so now let's fill in our numbers. What do we know? 1 mile is 1,609.34 meters. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 minute is 60 seconds. So what do I do with my numbers? 20 times 1,609.34 divided by 60 divided by 60. So 20 times 1,609.34 divide by 60 and then divide by 60 again. Oops. Okay, and I get 8.94. Okay, let me just double check that I entered that correctly because I don't want to type the wrong thing like I did last time. 20 times 1,609.34. Divided by 60 by 60. Yeah, that's 8.94077. So yeah, 8.94 to the nearest 2, 8.94 meters per second. So there you go. And there it is, guys. That's the whole thing. Thanks for sticking with me today. Have a good day.